within 3 to 4 weeks. Okay. So any doubt in this one? So or anything else you want to add? Actually, this is syllabus I downloaded from the Microsoft site itself. So this is for the basic one. And also I will include some advanced kind of the stuff over here, how to resolve the uh, performance kind of the issue into the Power BI. Okay, how to do the analytics in Power BI. So that kind of the things we will learn here.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So we will start. Okay. Once you downloaded that application, you can open the Power BI. Once you open the Power BI, it will show screen like this one. Okay. So this is welcome screen, we can say. And if you see over here, okay, it will give you some heads up about the Power BI. So what is the Power BI, and a few small videos are there how to use it. Okay, you can go ahead and check out this video as well. So how they are building the reports. Okay, so what is the query concepts are, how to upload our reports on the services, all kind of things you can check over here. These are the small video just giving you the heads up about the Power BI. Along with that one, if you are not linked with any kind of the data, at the left side you can see it is saying that get data, means this Power BI dashboard is not linked with any kind of the data now. So that is why it is saying it is giving you this message. Okay, if this dashboard is linked with any data, it won't show this message over there. Okay, so if you click over here get data, so we will do in the different way. For the time being, you can refer this one, you can click on this, and you will get the number of connection methods in the Power BI. Okay, so for time being I'm skipping this one because we are going to get data from this option only. Okay, so before going ahead, I will just explain about the components of the Power BI. Okay, so component of the Power BI are majorly we can see these are the three component of the Power BI. One is the report. A report means this page. Okay, so anything you are developing on this page, it's come under the report. Okay, so if you are pushing any kind of the visual from this one, okay, it will come on to this page. So this is the report view. So whenever I'm calling the report or report view, this means this whole canvas. Okay, so this canvas will be the your report. Clear?
Yes, Sudhir.
Yep.
Yes, Sudhir.
Yep. So report means this canvas will be the report. So question might be coming in your mind. So what is mean by report and dashboard? Okay, in Power BI generally we do deal with this word. So what is mean by report and what is mean by the dashboard? So anyone having any idea? So what is mean by report and what is mean by dashboard?
A visual representation of data built from one or more pages, it's called report.
Report.
A single collection of visuals built from multiple pages, it's called dashboard.
Okay. Anything else?
Collection of pages is the reports.
Mhm.
And if we pin a visualization from each report, we will build dashboard.
Mhm. Okay. Anything else? You both are correct actually. So I will add one more thing. Okay, if you are adding the multiple pages on Power BI dashboard, so it will, I would say the Power BI application, if you are adding the multiple pages over there, and this page is containing the information, multiple information on these three pages. So those are called as the report. And if you are combining your all information on the single page in single canvas, or I would say the all information on the single glance. So you can call as a dashboard. Okay. Okay. So that is about the dashboard and report. So this is the report view. You can see everything related to data visualization on the pages. You can add the multiple pages over there. So these are the pages. You can edit these name. Instead of the this one page one, I want to give some name over there, X, Y, Z. Anything you can edit. Okay, and you can delete as well. So this is the report view. Second view is the data view. So okay, once we load the data over here, you will see that data here. Okay, this is called as the data view. Along with that one, there is another word for the data view, that is a power pivot. Okay, either you can call as a data view or you can call it as a power pivot. Okay, and this is the model view. In model view, generally we deal with the data modeling part, means creating the relationship, and other property as well. We have like we can change the column name, we can give some similar name to the columns, we can create the bins, all kind of the things we can do into data this data modeling tab. So this tab is called as the model view tab. Getting?
Sudhir, can you repeat that model view? What exactly that is used for?
Yeah, I will give you the overview about this one. Okay, so right now we are if suppose there are two tables or two data sets. Okay, if you load into the Power BI, and if we are going to create any relationship between these two tables, then we refer this tab model view. Okay, and also we have the some property related to column and table as well. So that I will explain later.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So these are three main tab related to the Power BI, and generally we will check out what kind of the connection we are making, and accordingly that one this tab will change. If you are making the import kind of the connection, so these three tabs we can see on the Power BI desktop. And if you are making suppose we are making the direct connection, so I will explain what is mean by import, what is mean by direct, all this thing. Okay, so we will see how to get the data into the Power BI, okay, and how to generate the visual as well. So let's go ahead, and if you click over here, okay, in the get data, you will get these all kind of the connection over there. Okay, I will click on the more option. Okay, and if you see over here, we have these kind of the connection available into the Power BI. Okay, so you can connect with the all kind of the data sets. Okay, using this Power BI get data. Okay, so there are I think more than 100 type of the connection we can make into the Power BI, means 100 kind of the database, more than 100 actually, so we can connect with them. So we will start with the Excel workbook, and then I will show you how to connect with the SQL Server and all these things. Okay, so okay, along with this one, we have the few shortcuts. Though those are majorly used or mostly used into the Power BI. We connect with the Excel most. Then we have the SQL Server as well. So we have some data kind of the action, that is the Power BI data set, and we have the data mart as well. Okay, so Power BI data set, I will explain you later what it exactly. Okay. So whether you can click on the get data, you can click on the work Excel workbook. Okay, or we have the other option as well. Here is a shortcut. If you are directly connecting with the Excel workbook, you can click on that Excel workbook. Okay, my data set into the downloads right now, so I will go there and I will select my data set. Okay, once you select your data set, you can click on the open. Okay, if Power BI is already downloaded on your system, you can do along with me, or anyone can record this session, or it is already yes. Okay, the recording is already started, no issue. Till now, any doubt? Hello?
So that everything is
Yeah. Yeah, team, please make this session interactive. Okay, until and unless you are not responding me or not asking question, I'm assuming everything is clear. Okay.
Yeah, so Sunil, Sudhir, so basically,
Yeah.
any
Mm-hmm.
trainings or maybe even team meetings, basically
Mm-hmm.
there has to be, a two-way communication. One-way communication is, it becomes
Very
bore. I
dangerous.
mean,
Yes.
it's not effective actually.
Yes.
So what you're trying to convey, I mean, whether it's
Mm-hmm.
reaching them or not, we don't know, right? So
Yes.
it's like
Yes.
just going
That.
to a recording
Mm-hmm.
session, but it's not a recording session, it's a live. So, and
Mm-hmm.
if people, if they interact, they'll have the
Mm-hmm.
first-hand information then and there. Yeah. So I
Yes.
request
Yes.
everybody to
Exactly.
make this very interactive. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead, Sudhir. Thanks.
Yeah. So see here. Okay, once we click on the Excel data set, so it will show window like this one. So okay, uh, in my Excel sheet, let me open that Excel sheet. We will compare what is there and what is extracting into the Power BI. Okay, see over here. Okay, so this is the data set. Okay, that we called into the Power BI. Okay, here. Okay, this data set having only one tab. So in Power BI as well, you will get only one tab over here. Okay, but if you see at the bottom, okay, so it is suggesting this is the table one sales order. And this is also a table view. If you click over here, it will show you the view of the table. Okay, it will show the view of the rows and all column. Okay, available into this data set. So this is the data you can see into the Power BI as well. What is the view of the data? What this data content? Okay, and accordingly that one you can recognize your data whether you are connecting with the correct data set or not. Okay, like that you can see your data. Okay, so what is actually difference between this table and this suggested table at the below? Okay, few times. Okay, you can see the same table name at here only. Okay, so one is showing this symbol and second one is showing this symbol. Okay, these two data sets are same, but why Power BI is showing the two tables over there, or uh, I would say the two data sets over there? So anyone having any guess or any idea on this one? So why Power BI is showing this two kind of table over there? Anyone, you can guess anything.
So maybe the top one is the list, and
Mm-hmm.
that below one is the working one.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
Anything else?
or it might
Is
be
it a formatted one? I mean,
Mhm.
yeah,
Very
Ramesh.
close, very close.
It might be
Say,
like segregated all the data, like replacing malnas and
Mm-hmm.
schema is inferred, these things and all.
Mm-hmm. Anything else? Okay. Okay, let us
So
see. Okay. So
Kumteshwari was ready to say something. Kumteshwari, go ahead.
yeah,
yeah, I think without duplicates,
without duplicates. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, it's not like that one. Okay. So see. So generally Power BI is work on the tabular format. Means once your data into the table format, okay, then and then Power BI will work. Am I right? If you are having the scatter format kind of the data, Power BI will not show any result for that one, or it Power BI is not able to derive insight from that data. So Power BI generally deal with the tabular format kind of the data. Okay, tables generally deal with the tables. Okay, okay. If you see over here, this symbol is showing your table is broken somewhere. Okay, at the bottom. Okay, I will try to zoom it. Okay, but you can see uh, this at the bottom at the table, it is showing something is broken. Okay, and this one, if you see over here, it is showing the complete table along with the title as well. Okay, so if anything is into the table, perfectly table, okay, it will show into the table. If you see over here, okay, so this color kind of the things, okay, this is showing, this is included the table. Okay, your table is started from here. You guys know now how to create the table into the Excel. You can select your data and you can make it a table. Okay, so this is the
Yes.
table into the Excel. Okay, and if you see over here, also if you click, okay, here it will show the data from here itself. If you observe the column name, it is showing column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4. But in our data set, we have the column name over here. Okay, but your actual table is starting from the second row. That is why it is not showing the column name, because this table, it not include the header. Okay, column name is there. So this one is in indicate if you want to only include the table into the Power BI, so you need to refer this one. Okay, and if you want to include the all data, okay, if you want to include the all data, means everything present on the that Excel sheet. Okay, if I click over here, so that will also come into the Power BI. Okay, so let's take an example. Okay, I will make something over here. Okay, suppose I will do some calculation. Okay, what I will do, I will multiply the order quantity with the unit price. Okay, and I will expand this table. I will expand this one. We have, okay, let's do here only. Okay, and I will name something over here as a price. Okay, total price. Okay, so now see, this column is not part of the table now. Am I right?
Yes, Sudhir.
Okay, so I will do one thing. I will cancel it. Okay, I will again go to the get data. Okay, I will click on this Excel one and I will click on the sales order. Okay, and let's open it. Okay. Okay. Now it is showing the sales order. Okay, that is a broken one. And second one, the table. Okay, let's check out the table. If table having that column here, see table on table, this table one is showing data. Okay, for the column 13 only, up to column 13 only. Okay, so this total price, okay, is not okay here in the table. But if you see in the sales order, okay, let's check out the what is the data over there. Okay, it will show the data for this one as well, total price. Getting?
Yes,
Hello,
Sudhir.
getting? Yes. Okay. So what does it means? If this one is showing the broken, okay, anything is not included into table, that one also you will get on the Power BI. Okay, and if you are choosing the table, that means you don't want to include that is not present on the table. Okay, if you just want to extract the table, you can select this table and you can do the further transformation on the data. And if you want to include overall data present on the Excel sheet right now, so you can choose this one. Okay, so again, it will take the data into the tabular format only. Okay, if you see over here, if anything is not there, it will give some name to that one and it will show the null value. Okay, clear?
Yes.
Okay. So one more basic question. Okay, what is mean by null value? It means blank or anything else.
A value that doesn't exist.
Value that doesn't exist, and what
Blank.
else? It's blank. Okay. Anything else?
It
Okay.
will be an unknown
So
format.
unknown. Yeah. So that is the thing. The null value means we don't know about this one. Okay. So we don't know what is the column 14. Okay. We don't know what is the value this is. Okay. So whenever we are unsure and Power BI is unsure about the value, it will return the null value. Okay. Null value, it doesn't mean it is a blank value or it is a zero or it is something else, that calculation mistake or something else. So it is actually we don't know. Okay. So null value means we don't know. So we can replace this null value. We will see the part of the transformation over here. Okay. So any question?
Sudhir, can we
Yeah.
exclude that one column? I mean, that
Yeah.
the column with
We will.
only null
We
value.
can. Yes. We
Okay.
can. We can. So we will do the transformation part. So we are just discussing about how to get data from the Excel sheet. Okay. So I would like to suggest one best practice. Okay, whenever you are extracting the data from the Excel sheet, make it the proper table and then take data into the Power BI. Okay, why it is so? Okay, if suppose anyone opening that Excel sheet and they are entering some data over there for the calculation purpose. Okay, suppose this is the Excel sheet. Okay, and I'm doing some calculation like this one. Okay, and if you are extracting data by the broken table, okay, that is not table. We are taking the whole data present on this worksheet. So it will take the data if you creating any calculation over there. So better way to create the table, okay, and then extract that table or get that table into the Power BI. Okay, that is the best practice for the time being. For the right now, we will take this broken table and we will do the further transformation. Okay. Okay, so see, so if you see the data over here, okay, this is the data. If you want to take this data for your calculation as it is, you can load this data directly. Okay, suppose I'm click on the load. Okay, so this data will load into the Power BI directly. Okay, so this is the data at you can see at the right. Okay, in data you can see this Power BI is linked with the which data set. Okay, so this is linked with the sales order. Okay, one more thing you can see over here, it is showing. Okay, if you see this box, okay, so it is showing the data set name and along with this one it is showing the mode. Okay, so this is the connection mode. Actually storage mode and connection mode are both are same. Generally the storage mode is saying for the import kind of the things. I will explain you what is mean by the import into the Power BI. Okay, before going ahead, we have the three type of the connection into the Power BI. Okay, so right now we are linking with the Excel kind of the things. So that is not data placed on the cloud or it is not a SharePoint list. We are connecting with the local data sets. So for local data set, your connection will be import only. Okay, so what is mean by the import? Import means it is the taking the data from the data source, from taking data this from the Excel file and loading into the Power BI. Okay, loading into the Power BI in form of the caches. Okay, so how to see? Suppose I will go over here. Okay, and option and setting, file in option and setting in options. Okay, if you see your in option, you can see over here. Okay, data cache management option. So this data set is stored into the Power BI and what is the size of this data set is approximately 6 MB. Okay, if you are taking the data from the data set, loading into the Power BI means you are consuming the Power BI desktop memory to store your data set at the local. Okay, that is the import mode. Clear? Shall I explain once again?
So
We are getting some question in chat as well because I'm not able to see. Okay. Okay. Shall I explain once again what is mean by import? Import is the same simple thing. Okay. If you are getting the data and you are storing into the Power BI, means you are taking the data from the source and you are using the Power BI memory to store that data. Okay, that is the import.
So there one question here. Suppose if we
Mhm.
modify the like after loading the data, suppose if we
Mhm.
modify the Excel, so
Mhm.
there will be some changes in the Excel sheet. So how that will
Mhm.
be reflected? I mean, the updated data. So do
Yes.
we need to load it again, or I mean, I'm just
No.
asking out of a
Yeah.
curiosity.
Yeah. Suppose you are changing any calculation over here. Suppose instead of this one, what I will do, I will multiply it by some order. This. Okay. So give me a second. Okay. So suppose I'm editing this number or adding some row over here. Okay. So once you save this file, if your data set is saved, you need to go over here. Okay. And you need to click. Okay. So this means you refresh your data set. Now this data is according to your data set. If data set is updated, Power BI also updated. Okay. If you see over here in data view, okay, total price column. Okay, so right now what it will do, sometimes Power BI will take time to load the data to see the data. Okay, but this number is changed. Okay, so right now it is taking data to show the numbers. Okay, once any changes happen there, you can refresh your data set from here. Okay.
I have one doubt. For
Yeah.
import mode, what is the capacity of loading the data?
Okay. So there are multiple myths related to the capacity related to the import mode. Generally, people talking about that it is allowing 1 GB per data set. So that is not true actually. So it will take the data around the 4 GB. Okay, after 4 GB also it will work with the large data set also it will work. Okay, so generally, okay, best practice is that your data set should be within 1 GB data for the import mode. Okay, but in Power BI it will take 4 GB data as well, it will take the 5 GB as well, it will take the 16 GB as well. Okay, I will show you something into the Power BI itself. Okay, so why that is the myth actually. If you go into the file and if you see the options and settings, okay. Okay, see, so what is it saying? The maximum allowed MB. So it is showing you can load the data up to the 4 GB. Okay, you can change this one, you can modify to your data size. Okay, but once you publish it on the Power BI services, okay, according to your license, okay, data capacity is varying. If you are holding the pro, if you are holding the premium per capacity, for that one the data size will be different. Okay, but it is not true. You can only load the 1 GB data set only. So it is not true. You can load any kind of the data set, but it definitely will impact on the performance of the Power BI. If data size is set size is more than 4 GB, it will take some time to perform the measure and to perform the visual as well. Okay. Anything else? No. Am I audible?
Yeah, it's
Yes,
clear.
Sudhir.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
clear.
Okay. So see, so in data, okay, you will get the data set name, then you will get the column name. Okay, so we will see in our later session how to combine the few of the column, how to change the name of the column, how to do the transformation kind of the things. Okay, so we just loaded the data over here. Okay, we have the other option. Suppose, okay, from the Excel workbook, I will select again sales order. Okay, I will open it. Okay, and now we will see how to transform the data. Okay, but transformation fall we will not cover in today's session, but I will explain. Okay, okay, if I want to do some transformation on this data. Okay, I want to remove some value while loading into the Power BI. Okay, so what I will do, I will not load the data directly. I will go here. I will transform the data. Okay, so once you transform the data, okay, there will another screen will pop up. The name of the screen, this you can see over here, Power Query Editor. So this is the Power Query Editor where you can transform this data. You can delete the unnecessary column. Suppose this column was in our data set and I want to delete this one. I can right click and remove this column. Okay, if I don't want this column as well. Okay, so what I will do, I will remove this column. Okay, we will perform the all kind of the transformation. Okay, whatever available over here, we will see and we will transform this column, and also we will add the few columns in transform query. So this is the way. Okay, so in this way you can transform your data. We will see this part later. Okay, so today we will discuss about the type of the connections in Power BI. Okay, so for the time being, what I will do, I will close and apply this one. Okay. So clear about this one. So what we did, okay, from get data, we selected the Excel workbook and we linked with the this data set. Okay, so if you want to perform any transformation over there, you can click on the transform data, or if you want to load data as it is, so you can click on the load data. Okay, so what we did, I told you, if you are linking with the Excel dataset or any local file, it will be by default into the import mode. Import mode means you are storing data into the Power BI. It means you are increasing the Power BI desktop application size. Okay, so you are utilizing the Power BI memory. Okay, so if you are loading data into the Power BI, you can see the report view. You can see the data view as well. Okay, this is the Power Pivot. You can see your data. Okay, this is the general kind of the thing. If you are applying any kind of the transformation over here, it will not impact on the this data calculation kind of the thing. I will explain you later about this one. Okay, and this is the data modeling part. Okay, see over here. So if you see, so we have the two datas. Okay, so one data, what we did, we directly loaded into the Power BI without doing any kind of the transformation over there. And second data set is we did some transformation. We removed the two columns and then we loaded into the Power BI. If you see over here, okay, it's automatically picked up the relationship between these two tables. Okay, so we will see what is mean by relationship. Okay, types of the relationships in Power BI. Okay, and a few how to manipulate the relationship, that kind of the things also we will see in our later session. But if you see over there, Power BI automatically detected the relationship between these two tables. Okay, so one more best practice actually related to this data, you can go into the file, into the options and settings. In options, okay, before loading data into the Power BI, okay, you need to uncheck few boxes over there. Okay, see what it is saying, always detect the column types headed, okay, for the unstructured sources. Okay, so don't select this one. Okay, keep this one. Okay, second option. So what it will do, it will check out the data type and Power BI will automatically apply some setting over there. That we don't want to do because we want to edit the queries manually. We want to select the data type manually. We will see in the later session while we are dealing with the transformation. Okay. Clear? And also disable this one as well. Okay. For the time intelligence, this one should be unchecked. You can make this setting before loading data into the Power BI. Clear?
Yes,
Hello?
Sudhir.
Yes,
Yeah.
Sudhir.
Okay. So please make note of this thing because once we are going to develop Power BI dashboard, so you need to do this kind of the thing again and again. Okay. And also one more thing about the relationship. Okay, once you go into the data load current file, okay, so it is saying the auto detect the new relationship after data is loaded. Also uncheck this one as well. Okay, we don't want to the Power BI should detect the relationship between the tables. Okay, so that we will do manually. Oh, if Power BI detecting something, it might be create some ambiguity in our data. Okay, that we don't want to do. So you can uncheck this box as well. Getting?
Yes.
Okay. Now see the what other connection we have. Okay, suppose you have data on SharePoint. Okay, so how to link with that data as well? I don't have any data over there. I need to check out, but we will check. I will check whether I have some files on Teams or not. Okay. If anyone having access of SharePoint, they can come with the link. We will check out. Okay, so how to link with the data set. Okay, no issue. I think I don't have any file over here for the study purpose. Okay. Okay, in data set, we have the different kind of connection. We talked about the Excel one. Also, we have the few more. Okay, if you have the file on the SharePoint, you can select the SharePoint folder and you can give the folder name over there. Okay, if you are selecting the SharePoint folder, okay, you need not to give the complete URL over there. Okay, give the URL up to folder only. Okay, don't include the file name over there. Okay, give that name. Once you click on it, okay, it will show the how many files are there and accordingly that one you can select the appropriate one. Okay, we will see this example also in tomorrow's session. Okay. Okay, so now we will see the SQL server. Actually this one is the more used. Okay, so I think most of you have the access of the SQL server. So you can create a table on SQL server and you can load into the Power BI. Okay, so if you click on the SQL server, okay, so here you can see the two things. Okay, one is the server, second one is the database. Okay, so I will enter the server name. Okay, from this server. Okay, I want to get my database from this server. Okay, so database is optional. Okay, I will tell you. So when it will be the mandatory to provide the database name as well. Okay, so after that you can see the data connectivity mode. Okay, we talked about the import. Okay, so we will see how the import will work in case of the SQL server. Okay, I entered the server name over there and I want to get the data from this server. Okay, so my connectivity mode is import now. Okay, import means what it will do. It will get the data from the data source and it will store into the Power BI. Okay, from this server for you check these. Okay, these databases are there. Okay, in database I will check for this one, the vision one. I created one data set over here, the financial sample. Okay, so if you click on this data set, the similar kind of the things you can see. You can check out the what is the information available on this data set, and you can load into the Power BI. Okay, before doing anything, if you want to change data over here, or if you want to do some transformation, you can click on this transform data, and then you can transform the data. Okay, for the time being, what I will do, I will load this data. Okay, for the SQL server as well, thing will be the same. Okay, so this data is loaded into the Power BI. If you see over here, okay, so if you are selecting the import mode, you will see the report view, you will see the data view. In data view, you can see the what data content over here. Okay, in form of the Power Pivot, and also you can see this modeling tab. Okay, what we did, we uncheck this box into the file to auto detect the relationship. We don't want to do that one, so we uncheck that box. Okay, if you click on the load data, so this box is unchecked. So now if you see over here, there is no any relationship created between this table and other two tables. Okay, clear?
Yes, Sudhir. Sudhir, I have a doubt regarding
Yep.
the data
Yep.
load part.
Mm-hmm.
So while loading the Excel data,
Mm-hmm.
so by mistake I selected the suggested one, the table one, while loading the
Mm-hmm.
data from the navigate. So there is there a way I can get the column names, the proper names? Because right now I can see column one, two,
Mm-hmm.
three like that, the names.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
how can I
Yep.
change that?
Yep, you can do one thing. If you right click on this data, okay, you can go into the edit query and you can manually give the name to the each column. Suppose here is column one is there. Okay, you want to replace it by the order number. You can give manually order number. Okay, this is the order date. Suppose I want to change it to the date only, so I will give the date one over there. Okay, this is the shipping date. So that you can do like that one. We have the other option as well.
Okay.
You can append the query column name that we will see in the later session. For the time being, you can do manually. You can double click on the column name. Okay, and you can change.
Okay, got it.
Okay. Okay, so clear about the SQL server. Okay, so generally we want to talk about this one import one only. Okay, so what is the import? It is taking the data from the data source and loading into the Power BI. So make sure that import mode is the faster one. Why it is so? Because data is available at the Power BI source only. Means it there are actually this is depend on the engines, actually DAX engines. We will see later, but I will give some hits up about that one. We have the two types of the DAX engine. Okay, one is the storage and second one is the formula. So storage DAX will what it will do, it will store the DAX at the Power BI and it will take the data from the Power BI itself. Okay, if you have the save data set over here, if you have the data over here only, so it is very easy to perform the any kind of the calculation in Power BI itself. Okay, so that is why Power BI import mode is faster than the other connectivity mode. Getting? Okay, suppose I want to do the total sale. Okay, suppose this unit sold. Okay, actually I want to do the total. Okay, so data is available at the Power BI only, so it will be the easy to Power BI to perform the total kind of the things in the Power BI itself. Okay, and if you are performing any measure over here, and I suppose I created one measure and data is the direct, so what it will do, it will go to the data source. Okay, and it will take the information from there and it will load into the Power BI again. So it will take some time. Okay, for the time being, let's keep in the mind is the much faster than the other connectivity mode. Okay, so we will go again to the SQL server, and now we will see what is the direct query. Okay, I will enter the server name again. Okay, okay, and I will change this direct mode. Okay, earlier we selected the import one, and now we selected the direct query. Okay, once we load the data, we will come to know what is meant by a direct query. So we are clear about the import one. Okay, so see, once you are selecting the import mode, database, okay, selecting the database was optional. Okay, but if you are selecting the direct query and if you are directly clicking on this one, okay, so it will navigate to this data set. Okay, and now I will select the same file, or let me, I think I don't have, let's check out what is the information. Nothing is there. Okay, again this one, I will select this one and I will load this data into the Power BI. Okay. Okay, this data set is the okay financial to sample. If I click on this data set, okay, let's do one thing. Okay, I will remove the other data sets, so you will get the fair idea about the direct query. Okay, so what difference you will see? See, this one is the direct query. Okay, if you see over here, okay, what it is saying, the name of the data set and the storage mode is a direct query. Okay, now you cannot see the data view over here. Earlier you can see the three views here. One is the report view, second one is the data view, and third one is the model view. So if you see, the data view is disappeared. Am I right?
Yes, Sudhir.
Yes, Sudhir.
Yes. So why it is so? Any idea?
We are not storing anything in Power BI. Is it because
Exactly, exactly. So that is the difference between import and direct query. Okay, so in case of the import, what you are doing, you are storing data into the Power BI and you will able to see that data into the Power Pivot, means the data view. But in case of the direct query, you are not saving anything into the Power BI. Okay, you are taking data directly from the source. Suppose if you are editing anything, okay, into the data set and you want to get that data into the your visuals, suppose I will do one thing. If I'm creating any card visual over here, okay, from the sample data, I will get some discount profile. Okay, properties over here. What is it showing? Sale price column is named interface. Okay, invalid column name it is showing. We will see what is the second one. Okay, I will take the count of the countries. Okay, SQL Server database is actually is not configured correctly. Okay, it is server issue. Let us check on the SQL Server. Okay, so data types are not assigned properly, so I will do that one. Okay, for the time being, just keep into the mind. Once you selected the connectivity mode direct, okay, what it will do? So it will take the data from the directly from the source. It will not save the data into the Power BI. Getting?
Yes, Sudhir.
Yes,
Yeah.
Sudhir.
And along with that one, okay, so you can do the data modeling part. Okay, if you see over here, anything you can do. So you can do the data modeling part, but you can't see the power pivot. Okay, data part you can't see over there. Okay, so once you are setting any kind of the measures or you are doing any kind of the calculation over here, what it will do, it will connect with the source, it will get the data from the source, and then it will show you the numbers. That I actually wanted to show you, but data set is not correctly configured, so I will do that one. Maybe in tomorrow's session I will show you the few example. Okay. So my question is that when we need to use the direct mode and when we need to use the import one. Any guess?
Import one
Mhm.
for smaller queries and the direct one for if it is a complex query. I mean, if the data is huge.
Data is used, then direct. Okay, anything else?
If data is frequently modifying in source,
Mm-hmm.
we go for direct mode.
Okay, and if my data size is too huge, I would say the large data sets, then
Metadata, we can go for direct mode.
direct mode. Yes, exactly. If your data set, I would say the very large, then you can go ahead with the direct query. But again, see, it is about the performance, how many visuals you are performing on the Power BI dashboard. So it is depend on that one as well. And what kind of the measures you are using. Okay, your measures and calculations are very complex. Then also we need to think about the connectivity mode, whether we need to import the data or we need to choose the direct query. It is multiple scenarios are there. We will see those scenario later. Yeah. So got idea about the import and direct one? Hello?
Yes, Sudhir.
Yeah. So I think enough for today. Shall we stop or shall we go ahead?
We can stop, Sudhir, because like by 1:30 I have another meeting, so I want some break.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
just go
sure.
and have my lunch.
Yep. Yes. So we will keep this session. From the tomorrow, you want to do it in on 12:30?
Actually, we had a different.
Hello. Your voice is breaking actually. Could you
So for
please
today,
repeat?
actually, yeah.
Mhm.
So for today, I asked Murthy to make it
Mhm.
from 12:30 to 1:30. But anyway, the meeting is over. 12 to
Mhm.
1 is fine.
12 to 1 is fine. Okay.
Thanks.
Okay then. No issue, team. Okay, then we will stop here. Thanks for your time and have a nice day ahead.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks, Sudhir.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you, Sudhir.